Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vaveh. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus Christos. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekah Korash. Dub honors to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim, believing this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning, ye few sisters who are listening learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp, Prophet of Doom, coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another day of edification. Lord, will this be edifying. And another spiritual rant. And then I'm finna use two videos, one from the brother, the Hopeful Elect 3, and the other one from the brother in the GMS Mississippi camp. His channel is GMS Dedication. Them brothers always be posting up. Hey, this brother here, the Hopeful Elect 3, that brother Arrows of Indignation, and the brother from the Mississippi camp, I forget his name, Salakia, diligent, humble brother, which all the brothers in all the Akim in the Mississippi camp very humble. But so I'm gonna use these two clips, and I'm gonna title this lesson. Hey, the Lord. Hey, the time of comfort, stability, and being nourished is up, man. It's over. And this brother here, the Hopeful Elect 3, he titled this video here, "The Struggle Continues." Right? But first I want to use the one from the brother from
how much money do y'all have after you get paid and pay all of your bills? How much money do y'all have after you get paid and pay all of your bills?
If you're like me and you work multiple jobs and you still can't make ends meet, it's not your fault.
As soon as I start paying bills want to get to the highest point that they have ever been in history.
I don't know. The economy is so bad. Do y'all understand that most people go into a pay period in the negative, like with no money?
It truly amazes me that the economy had to go bad as soon as I became an adult.
Every year I can see an increase in the cost of living, but I see no increase in pay.
1 in 3 Americans now say their finances have gotten worse this year.
At this point, we have to laugh to keep from crying.
Is anyone else noticing their grocery bill going up a lot?
My electric bill is $314.89. That's crazy.
These energy bills are no joke, bro.
Why are US bills so unpredictable? I don't get it.
Okay, no, because we're going to talk about it. Because why are bills so expensive right now?
I am one grocery run away from selling my kidney.
Like, if the bills keep rising the way that they do, how are we gonna live?
I'm so fucking mad, so turn this down if you're gonna watch it, because I'm just gonna go off. I am so fucking mad. I'm so tired of working so much and not having anything left over to show for it. Nothing. So sick of anytime I turn on fucking the TV, I get, oh, we're winning. We're winning. America is so fucking hot. To fucking who?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there any meat in that bag?
No.
Could you open it for me?
It's not. It's because we're not supposed to let bags back there. So my manager was watching on me, whatever, and they think there's some meat, man. And I just want to.
No, I think it's because you seen me pick it up and then you didn't see it in my buggy, but you can watch on the camera that I put it back.
I'm no. Can you open the bag?
No.
Well, you're not supposed to have bags in there, and I can ask you to open it. You can't just flash it open. I'm asking. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not making a scene. It's just me and you right here.
Yeah, I understand that, but I seen you back there.
If you're telling me no, that's because there's meat in there. There's no reason to say no. If there's no meat in there, I'm a security guard. It's my job. People comply with me all day.
Okay.
Listen, I came to you correctly. I just said, can you put it below? And then that was the end of it. My manager told me to ask you to make sure there's no meat in there, man. I'm not trying to make a scene or nothing. They probably seen you on the camera. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not accusing you of nothing.
Standing back there.
I know. I was walking, man. I'm walking. I wasn't watching you particularly. I was just walking. They said, hey, there's a bag in the cart or aisle, whatever. I went and I asked you to below it. And I came right here. And you say, yeah, we're all cool. And I came right here. And they said, hey, check the bag. They told me to check the bag. That's what I have to do. I'm so sorry.
If I just give you the meat, can I leave?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do. Look, it's okay. I'm not gonna tell you to do nothing like that. It's just. Thank you. Is there? Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Ma'am. I know, ma'am. But you told me there's nothing in the beginning.
There's nothing else.
Can you move your? All right. Okay. Ma'am, can you move your? Can you move? Oh, there's some chew. I see it, ma'am.
What?
The beans, the can of beans.
This is not. That's my
ma'am,
tomatoes.
it's Kroger tomatoes, man. There's more meat. Okay, now you're lying to me, and no. I'm gonna get.
A few days ago, I did a post about what I'm doing to try to reduce the costs in my home, and I asked people what they were doing, partly because I thought it would help us share ideas with one another. But the amount of comments on that post where people are saying, I feed my children and I don't eat, or I eat every third day, or I'm eating one meal a day, or the bare minimum food is a pretty common trend in that post. While we've been watching the situation going on in Gaza, it's happening closer to home too. There are many people here who are literally that food insecure. And I know the whole platform was, oh, there's so much abuse and SNAP and this and that. There are actually people not eating for days here. And I don't think that's getting enough attention. You know, most of us can't see outside of our own situation. We don't understand what it's like to be in that situation. You know, it's a bother to us to be proposed with people that are homeless. It's a bother to us to hear people complain that I'm hungry. But that post was pretty eye-opening to me. I mean, I know there's days when I don't eat a lot, but it's because I want to make things last. It's not because I don't have enough to get to the end of the month. The amount of people on that post that didn't have enough to get to the end of the month, or the ability to grow a garden, or the ability to have access to food, is pretty staggering. There's a lot of people saying, I feed my children and I don't feed myself. I've gotten to the point where I have to eat one meal a day only, or I have to go every other day. This is supposed to be a free, wonderful country, and there's people starving here. I don't care what their circumstance is. In a country this size, with as much money as this country has, people shouldn't be starving.
Here we are again, guys. All this stuff. Fresh veggies, fruit, pizza, eggs, drinks, chicken, snacks, canned goods, pull-ups even, fruit, salads, milk, eggs, juice, freaking pie. So much good stuff. Central Kitsap Food Bank. Come visit them. They're so nice. Like, don't be ashamed to come feed your family.
There are people that are starting to notice that they're getting less food for the amount that they're willing to pay at the grocery store. Then you have people that already know that they can't afford what they used to be able to afford, and they're cutting back a lot. Then you have people that can't afford much at all and are going to food banks. This is a huge problem, and everyone is starting to feel the squeeze if they're not already. And we're at that point where it's like the frog in the pot that's boiling, that everybody's really realizing, hey, we're in trouble here.
It can't be just me who thinks they need to go get a second, third, or fourth job to just be able to afford groceries. I have to buy groceries every 2 weeks. No matter how much I try to cut back, it's still $500-$600, and I'm drowning. It is so stressful. My kids have to eat, my bills have to be paid. Man, I just wish something would give.
Everything is so expensive right now, and I don't understand how people aren't talking about it. We don't make enough money. Collectively, we do not make enough money. The price of things are not keeping up with how much we're getting paid. And it's infuriating to me for people to say that people just need to work harder, people need to get different specialized degrees, people need to start their own businesses. That's not the answer. The answer is that billionaires are hoarding wealth. And this system is set up to fail. And I'm just infuriated by it. I can't get ahead. Every month I try to get ahead and I can't get ahead. And I don't know how to cope with that. I don't know how to cope with that. Everything is so expensive, especially in the last 6 months. I can barely get by. So I don't know how I'm supposed to retain hope. Am I supposed to get a doctorate so that I can afford a studio apartment? Is that where we're getting to at this point? I don't know what the answer is to this, but it's so experiencing the same thing. You're so not alone. Everything is so expensive, and it's infuriating to me.
And see, there was that time when everybody in America, Babylon the Great, was comfortable. Everybody had stability, right? Everybody lived happily. The Lord said in Habakkuk 1:5, it was going to come a time that his words going to go forth, and though it were told to you, you will not believe it. This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 5. Bear with me here. Habakkuk chapter 1. Habakkuk 1 and 5, it reads, Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told to you. And the apostles, elder bishops, and elders been telling us for the longest of time that famine is coming, that pestilence is coming, that the devil's going to come down with great wrath, and their whole end goal is to make you people fall into submission, to make us, especially us so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, they're trying to make us fall into submission. You're going to be exhausted so much, you're going to have no choice but to fall into submission, man.
I'm having one of those days and moments where I'm just like, the more and more I tune in to me and what the fuck am I here for, it's almost like lonely. And I say that because I'm so tired of not having money. I'm tired of, it's not even not working. I'm just tired of not having money because you can't do shit without money. It costs to live. The cost of living. I can't even afford to die right now. Do you see how ridiculous that is? When everything we need is infinite in this world. But they have us stuck in this loop, like, I need this, and my middle child, he's always asking for something new. You know, you see all these ads and these commercials, and he's constantly just wanting something new. And it fucks me up because it's like, I get it. I don't want to continue to say, no, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. Or another day, or not right now. But I flipped on it because it's like, it's a constant reminder of how much I don't have it. You want to give your kids everything. And this is not about spoiling your kids to death. No. It's just a realization how everything is in our face to buy more and do more and be more and be more. How about this life is about being less of what you're not? Do this and do more and do more. It's actually less. Do less. Stop trying to be all these things. Be less. Be less of what you're not and more of who you actually are. There's so many things we can do. I seen a post yesterday about how did she put it? Like choking the system, and it's like not needing the system. You know, it takes a lot more than just growing your own shit. You know, not buying more clothes and all these things. And it's not like if we were to all contribute to that, it's not like we're gonna live like fucking bums. It's that homeless men will have somewhere to go. It's not about us having more and accumulating more. It's about, there shouldn't be starving kids out here. There shouldn't be veterans who fought for a country as homeless men. It's those things shouldn't be happening. It's not that I want a big ass house and another car. It's just that, yo, we all going through it.
Hey, this is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. The Lord got that spirit when He forcing these people to fully be groomed, to conform, to comply, to submit to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's new system, man, which is going to be under the RFID micro C help. This is what this is going to cause, man. Which means they're going to have nowhere else to run to. They're going to have to run to the government and take that C help, man. But this is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai doing this. The Lord said in Isaiah 3:1, He's going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. And when you look up those different Bible verses, the Lord is taking away the support, your protection, your comfort. And it's going to force the masses to go to the so-called white man for the micro C help. The Lord is grooming 2/3 of our people to submit, to conform, and to fully comply with this new system.
And it's like, if I try to work, it's like, who am I going to leave my kids with? My son is autistic who can't talk. I don't trust these fucking daycares, and people always asking me, what do you do? What do you do? I'm a fucking mother. That's what I do. I'm a human before that. And it's not about us being lazy. It's just that we're realizing, like, we shouldn't have to fucking live like this. It's not that I'm lazy. I love being of service. Like, I love it. But when it's a dollar sign tied to whether it's by the hour or for the service or whatever, I wrote a fucking book and I'm scared to share it because of how people look at people who sell shit online. How ridiculous is that? Like, it's just, listen, this is a long vent session, but I'm just tired. We live in a world full of abundance. And we can't even enjoy it. There's so much abundance to be enjoyed in this life. And it's not a yacht and a trip and all these things. It's being able to go about your day, not worrying about the next bill that's coming due that you can't fucking pay for. It's worrying about the next fucking bill, the next bill. Or you not even being able, like, I can't even move anywhere because of my credit score. We live in a house where we couldn't even afford to live somewhere better because of our credit score. Having the money to move, and we couldn't.
This woman, Jarian, just posted a TikTok saying she wants to die. And everything in her video is to the point. She doesn't want to die. None of us want to die. None of us want to be done. All of us want to get to all the goals that we want to meet. We all want to be the best version of ourselves. But in 2025, that is so freaking hard. One job ain't going to do it. One job ain't going to do it, okay? I'm trying to live alone in 2025 in this economy, okay? And I have one of the cheapest rents ever, and it's still fucking hard. It's still fucking hard. It's hard to live. It's always been hard to live. So when are we going to get a break? We're not, okay? We're going to have to work for the rest of our lives and pay these bills for the rest of our lives. It's never going to end. The only time it will ever get better is if we see more money or when we die. That's it. We're always talking about, okay, wrap it up. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. It's not that I don't want to be here anymore. I can't afford to be here anymore. Everything in life.
And these are all examples, messages from Yahweh Bahashim
Life costs money. You know, I got my server job. I do TikTok as a side thing, and now I'm about to get another job. So 3 jobs just to have enough money to be able to move or even live. Hell, I need to live because I just sleep my fucking life away so I don't spend money.
So I want to continue this conversation about how 99, I'm gonna say 99, not even 95, 99% of us living in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area are suffering. And I want to continue this conversation in hopes that I will not only get more answers as to why other people think this is happening, but I will find all the other New Jerseyans and New Yorkers that are suffering in this with me. I feel like the American dream that they sold you is dead. At this point, I feel like it's a big fat lie. Because technically I did everything I was supposed to do. And my husband, he really did what he was supposed to do. This man suffers from Crohn's disease. And through the worst flare-up of his entire life, where he weighed the same weight as me, he went to school full-time and worked a job full-time. So he literally would work overnight shifts, get off at 7 in the morning, and then go to school at like 12 in the afternoon. And we're not just talking just like regular business school or whatever. We're talking engineering. He chose engineering because it's a great lucrative career, right? Well, he bust his aspirin, went to school, literally got the sickest he's ever been in his life, literally failed the class because he was so sick. We had a baby, went through COVID. I mean, such hard times in our lives. He pushed forward and graduated. And guess what? He makes no more money than he was making before. Can't even find a job that would pay him $150K. And $150K might sound like a lot to some, but that is literally nothing for here. You need at least $200K in the household to survive. And I want to focus on my fashion business. So not only can we not afford a home, we can barely afford rent. Something's gotta give.
Homeless living here in my car because I can't afford $1,800 for rent. That is the average price for a 1-bedroom apartment in America today is $1,800. So I live here in my car full time, and I actually just left California because I couldn't find opportunities. Gas was going up and things were just getting harder and harder there. So I live here in my car, and while I left California, I am still getting tons of comments about my cooler here. Over the past week, I have gotten over 100, believe it or not, over 100 comments about this cooler. People saying that I don't deserve it, you're homeless, you shouldn't have a cooler like that. Those coolers cost $500, even some people saying $700, which is simply not true. This was a gift for my 30th birthday last year. I did not buy this cooler. I did not pay for it out of my own pocket.
I know I'm getting depressed again when I start hibernating in my fucking car. I don't know what it is with me and cars, but anytime my mental health starts declining, I find myself literally sitting in my car for hours. Mind you, I have a whole apartment I could be sitting in, but I'm so fucking tired of sitting in that apartment. I only work 3 12s a week, so like the days I'm not at work, I'm at home because I literally can't afford to do anything else, even though I work a full-time job. And that's the main reason I'm depressed, is because, or like I find my mental health, like, I don't want to say depressed because I don't want to like label that myself, because I'm trying everything I possibly can to like get to not be in that spot, but my finances are fucking like ruining everything for me. Like I said, I have a full-time job. It's horrible. It's horrible. Everyone's talking about it on TikTok. Everyone's talking about it in real life, but no one is fucking doing shit about it. I mean, I don't really know what we could do, but it's like, I don't understand why I'm struggling when I have a full-time job. I don't feel like I live beyond my means. I've cut out little things I used to do for myself, as in like getting my nails and toes done every 2 weeks, going to TJ Maxx and Ross, going to buy myself something. I can't even fucking do that. I promise you, I cannot even do that. All the money I make goes to bills. And on top of that, I need a new fucking car, which I can't get because I don't have money for a down payment, because I cannot save money because all my money gets spent on bills. It's like a never-ending cycle. I'm at the point, this is not even funny, but I'm at the point where I'm gonna file bankruptcy. Like, I'm laughing, but I'm dead ass. Like, I've dead ass been doing research. If it's gonna reset my credit score and I can like get all this shit off my credit taken off that I don't even know what it is, which is another story for another day, I'm willing to do it. If it's gonna help me get a new car, one where I feel safe in, and I don't feel like it's gonna break down every time I drive it, I'll do it. If it's gonna help my credit score, I'll do it. If it's gonna allow me to apply for credit cards, I'll do it. Can't even get a credit card right now. which is a whole nother story. We'll talk about my credit another day. We ain't finna trauma dump that much on you guys. I'm just like, hello, can I get a break? Nope, because every day it's something new. I know when my mental health is getting bad because I'll sit in my car, my self-care will start to lack, I don't eat, and I let my apartment get just a little bit more messy than usual before I actually like will get up and clean it up. I'm at the point where I have to get a fucking second job, which is fine because like I feel like I don't work enough, like 312s. That's just so, I only think that way because the way the world's set up, I'm forced to think that way. Like I feel like if I'm not at work, I'm being unproductive, but in reality, it's okay to not be at work every fucking day, but like I feel so unproductive because that's the way the world's set up, because I don't, whatever. I have enough time to have a second job. It's just like I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that, but I have no choice.
So I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except of my dog because he's absolutely gorgeous. But I am extremely frustrated being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole fucking day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford fucking $1,300 a month in rent and then fucking a $650 car note and then $300 in fucking insurance and then you got utilities and it's just it's either I eat or I pay my bills, and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be fucking late this month? And I'm so fucking sick of it. Like all these fucking apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, fuck you so fucking hard. And I mean that with everything in me. Fuck you. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a fucking week and not be able to fucking live. I'm about to crash the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my fucking mind. I don't know. But I'm about to lose my shit.
And who describes a country as hot? Oh, I fucking worked so hard the last 3 weeks, and look, everything in front of me is sold. I sold all of this shit, right? I sold all this shit. After I pay my electric bill, which was $400 fucking for a 1-bedroom fucking house, I will then, and I bought 170 whatever worth of groceries last night, I will now have to choose making the car payment or trying to buy some school clothes for my kid. And then I won't even have enough money left to buy more inventory to stay in business. In November, I was set to scale my business to open a bunch of Amazon storefronts. I had 3 per diem employees, hiring other women in the recovery community to come up here and help me package orders and everything. I survived human trafficking. All I fucking want is to have a peaceful, quiet fucking life. I want to raise my kids so that they don't. I'm trying to break this generational bullshit. My dad was an alcoholic. I was an addict. Like, I'm 8 years sober, and I see these behaviors in my kids that are concerning. My son Aiden will, bite his arm when he's up. He's 2. He's 2. Negative attention-seeking behaviors. So he knows if he does it, I'll drop everything I'm doing to fucking, don't do that, baby, please. What's going on, Bo? I'm with my oldest. He's on the spectrum, but he's still having accidents. Every single day, pooping his pants. He knows that whatever's going on, I will drop everything I'm doing to fucking do that. And it's just like, I don't even want to get into my ex. So frustrating to carry 100% of the fucking burden for the children's dental, fucking health, school clothes, parent-teacher conferences, everything, birthday parties, everything on my fucking shoulders, and I don't even have a regular 9 to 5. Watching them today so that I can package these orders. So I literally have no time to recover. I go straight from working to taking care of the kids. There's barely any sleep, and wake up, rinse, and repeat. So where the fuck do I have time to fucking campaign and run for office? This is exactly what this administration wants. They want us so fucking broken and broke, and at the end of our fucking ropes, that we don't even have enough in us left to fucking fight. They're doing a damn good job.
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's...
Hey, and the one chick said her husband went to school and they still can't get above or get ahead. Hey, cause the video I'm gonna play next from the brother, the whole select, in his video he brought up this precept in Haggai 1. This Haggai 1 and 2 reads, "Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, this people say, the time is not come, the time that the Lord's house should be built. Then came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your seared houses, and this house lie waste? Now therefore thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways." And this scripture, verse 6, you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there is none warm, because you don't own these resources. You don't own where the food come from or get processed at. You don't own where the water nor where the clothes get made at. You own none of this. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith Yahweh. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came too little. And when you brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why? Saith Yahweh of hosts, because of my house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. Therefore the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. So here's the Lord saying, all you that think you doing good, the Lord don't care about none of that. And I make this point all the time. Because that's what the Lord saying in Haggai 1. You want to do your own thing. You want to do what make you feel good, what's good in your life. Jeremiah 14:11. Then said Yahweh unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. See, what Jake think is good, in the eyes of the Lord, it's not. So the Lord say this, Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. And they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So to do what's really good in the eyes of the Lord, you have no knowledge. But to do good on yourself, which is evil, you wise at that. So let's play this clip from the brother. Hopefully 3. All these calamities is coming from Yahweh by Yahweh Shai.
just need somebody else to tell me that they're living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into credit card debt out of necessity, not because of fun. I am 28 years old. I work a decent paying job. I love my job. I make good income. We have no kids, me and my fiance, and we're still barely scraping by. Our bills are paid, but we can't save any money. We can't go on vacation. I mean, we do little things here and there, but realistically, we don't really do anything. And we still live paycheck to paycheck, okay? I don't understand how people with kids are doing this. Props to y'all. I mean, seriously, the utmost respect, because I feel like I'm drowning and I only have cats. Any money that we're able to save ends up getting spent on the car, or the cat has to go to the vet, or one of us has a medical emergency. Like, it's just gone. It's gone. I don't understand. We don't live beyond our means. Are we all just collectively putting ourselves into debt because I don't know what else to do?
Does anybody else like have to work overtime in order to like survive? Because I pretty much have to work over to do the stuff that I need to do and still like pay the bills. Like, it's an every month situation to rob Peter to pay Paul with these bills and like regular life stuff. I'm not vacationing. I haven't bought a new pair of shoes in months. I haven't bought myself anything in months besides coffee and stuff like that. I'm buying regular food. You know, I'm not like, we haven't had no seafood, like nothing crazy. Like, we've been made, like, I don't know how much more to budget right now. Like, what is people doing for their budget? Like, how are you guys saving money? Like, the cost of everything is an arm and a leg. Right now, it's back to school. So you got supplies on top of clothes, book bags, all that stuff. Then it's football season, so football is expensive. Just everything. Just everything. Like, I want to know how can I use TikTok to make more money for regular stuff? Like, I don't want to be TikTok paid just so, oh, I want to go on vacation, I want to go do this. I want to be TikTok paid so I don't have to worry about bills. I want to be TikTok paid so when it comes time for football, I can just click everything, add it to my cart, and order it. Not, oh, well, wait till this. Let me finish paying off this Afterpay, and then I'll get this stuff situated. Like, what is happening here? Like, what is happening? Like, it's no way this is the same money people been making. Like, $20 is like a dollar. A dollar. It's like a dollar. I'm convinced $20 is like a dollar.
So we in America can't even afford to live anymore. This 1976 cost of living, the average income was $16,000. A home was $43,000. New car, $5,000. Rent, $220 per month. Just look at these prices. So based on that, they're saying that the average income should be what, $84,000 now? So that means that with $240,000, I should be able to buy a new house. It's not possible. And also the average income is not $84,000. You know, most people are making way less than that. $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, but it's not $84,000. And based on this, I should be able to get a new car. That's what? It says it would be like $5,000. So if my income is $80,000, a new car should be like $20,000, which most of the time they also are not. I mean, unless you're getting a value car. Also, if we're looking at this, your rent for the year should only be 15% of $6,000, which would be about $2,000 something dollars, which our rent is not 15% per year. It's like 30 or 40% per month. So yeah, something is definitely wrong. New car, nothing is adding up. So basically,
we're not making enough to support what things cost, and it's a horrible thing.
I am homeless living here in my car. And that comment that you see at the top there, that is a judgment that is placed on me every single day, even though I work 50 to 60 hours every single week. Folks, people's lives are falling apart in our country. People can't afford groceries anymore. Rent is $1,800 on average. And in most states, it's more than that for a one-bedroom apartment. And you have to make 3 times that amount, $5,400 on average to afford apartment. I can't afford that. And so many Americans can't afford that anymore. And I want to read you this. I looked up. It is not because I choose to do gig work. That is not the problem. It is the problem that we can't afford groceries anymore, that we can't afford apartments because the rent over the past 4.5 years has tripled in price. My last apartment I was paying almost $800 a month for. That same apartment now goes for $1,800. I can't afford that. And so can many other people that can't afford those astronomical high prices. I asked ChatGPT how many people that work traditional 9 to 5, quote unquote, steady income jobs can't afford an apartment in America today. Are you ready for this number? 10 million people that work a full-time job or quote unquote steady employment were unable to afford housing in 2023 and 2024. This isn't about because I do gig work. It is about the facts that the cost of living has become unattainable for so many people. So many people's lives are falling apart. So many people are being evicted because they no longer can afford rent, even though they work full time, and they're having to live in their cars and often worse, out on the streets. So let's stop trying to hide from the actual problems and push it off on something else or put the blame on things that aren't really the reason. The reason is that the cost of living in America has become too expensive. And that is what is going on. I work hard every single day. It isn't about whether or not I clock in, if I go and work a 9 to 5. Even if I did that, if I chose to do that, it would make no difference in my life. I wouldn't be able to get an apartment if I worked at McDonald's or I worked at a grocery store. That wouldn't change my circumstances. It wouldn't get me out of this car. So stop judging me and judging what I do for work, and understand that there is a bigger problem going on in our country right now. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.
I mean, let's be real. 2025 has been heavy financially for a lot of people. Groceries going up, gas, rent, mortgage, everything almost seems impossible to pay these days. Families are making real life hard choices every day, whether to pay the light bill, the gas bill. Sometimes the bill has to go without being paid because they have to buy food. Parents hiding their stress so the kids don't feel the weight of everything. But we all know behind closed doors, them tears falling. I mean, the mental toll that it takes on parents, like, it's a lot, y'all. Most people are battling with anxiety, staying up late at night trying to make sure they have enough to survive to make it to the next payday. The truth is, life is tough for a lot of people right now.
You see, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, the Lord gave us a covering. Now we know 2/3 can't receive none of this because it's the will of the Lord to bring you in or not. King David made a prayer to the Lord. in Psalm 69. It reads, Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which shall have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Your real welfare benefits is from the Lord. This is Psalm 68 and 19. It reads, Blessed be Yahweh, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. So, these daily benefits, your welfare benefits, is from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord said 2/3. 2/3 is going to die without knowledge. They're going to die grievous deaths. 2 Ezra 9 and 9 it reads, Then shall they be in pitiful case, which not have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits, and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet as place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. See, these ones, everybody get benefits from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let me read this. It's 2 Ezra 8 and 50. It reads, For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Why? Because they have walked in great pride. See? This is verse 56. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, and said in their heart that there is no God. Yeah, and that knowing they must die. See? These is the ones that said there is no Lord, man, no power. And that's what the so-called white man said in Isaiah 14. Not Isaiah, Psalms 14. Also, it's in Psalms 53, I think it is. Either Psalm 53 or 52. Let's go to it. Yeah, Psalms 53. Right? And 1. And then you got the one in Psalms 14. The fool has said in his heart that there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. Which is also in Psalms 14. Right here. So this is let's go to Isaiah 3 real quick. This is Isaiah 3 and 1. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. Now when you go to Isaiah 3 in the translations, so you got the ESV reads, For behold, the Lord, power of hosts, is taken away from Jerusalem and from Judah, support and supply. All supply of bread and all support of bread and all support of water. So, see, the Lord said He's taking away the support in ESV. He's taking away all support and supply. Right? When you go to the NET, it reads, Look, the sovereign Lord, who commands armies, is about to remove from Jerusalem and Judah every source of security, including all the food and water. So the Lord is taking away, when they say your stay and your staff, that's your support, your comfort, your protection, your comfort, your security. The Lord is removing all that. And then when you go to the one in Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah again, to Isaiah 36. Isaiah 36 and 6, right? It reads, Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. When you go to this, in the translation, it reads, verse, let's look at the NIV. Is it NIV? Let's see. No, it got to be the NET. Yep. So this is Isaiah 36 and 6. In the NET, it reads, Look, you must be trusting in Egypt, that splintered reed staff. If anyone leans on it for support, it punctures his hand and wounds him. This is what Pharaoh, king of Egypt, does to all who trust in him. And this devil, I tell you what Daniel is that they trying to wear out the saints. Well, they're trying to do this to all people, man, because this is a way to make all nations conform and comply to the so-called white man, to his system. And you being exhausted of everything, it's going to make you just give up, man, and give in. And this is what Esau is doing. They are crafty bastards, man. And they are making it where you don't have no choice but to just give in. So, yeah, I saw those other videos, and I just want to make some points. Because it's the Lord that's doing this. The Lord taking away the comfort, the support. The Lord is removing their heads, man. And see, Jake thought this man really loved him, man. The scripture tell you never trust thine enemy. And let's get this. Since I'm here, Isaiah. It's Isaiah 30. In verse 12 it reads, Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise his word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay their own. All right, let's see what the translation reads. NLT. This is the reply of the Holy One of Israel, because you despise what I tell you, and trust instead in oppression and lies. ESV, therefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and rely on them. The NASB 20 reads, Therefore this is what the Holy One of Israel says. Since you have rejected this word, and have put your trust in oppression and crookedness, and have relied on them. See? That's Jake. NIV. Therefore, this is what the Holy One of Israel says, because you have rejected this message, relied on oppression, and depended on deceit. Man. The NET is cold. It reads, For this reason, this is what the Holy One of Israel says. You have rejected this message. You trust instead in your ability to oppress and trick, and rely on that kind of behavior. Man. So the Lord got Jake. Really? Look at the DBY. Therefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you reject this word and confide in oppression and willfulness and depend thereon. And this is what Jake is willfully trusting on oppression and depend on it. This is cold. The DBY is cold. And confide in oppression and willfulness and depend thereon. And that's 2/3 of Jake, man. So, you have to die grievous deaths. And they tell you in Jeremiah 17:5, it said, woe to he, right? Let's read that. And we are seeing that this man is failing us, man. He's failing you people out there. Thus saith Yahweh. Jeremiah 17:5. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. So, I got to get this too. Lamentation. Keep coming up, man. Lamentation 4:17, it reads, as for us, our eyes is yet failed for our vain help. Vain meaning empty. And our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Which is I love to bring this out, Psalm 60:11. Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Let me get this in the translation. NLT. Oh, please help us against our enemies, for all human help is useless. Wow. The NAS B20. Oh, give us help against the enemy, for rescue by man is worthless. Ooh. NET. Give us help against the enemy, for any help men might offer is futile. That's cold. Man. See? ASV. Give us help against the adversary, for vain is the help of man. Man. Yeah, man. See, there is no being helped by Esau, even the so-called white man. It say, NIV say, for human help is worthless. That's cold. But Jake is going to continue to lean on Esau, Edom. I want to see what this say. Let's read this one. I just read Jeremiah 17:5. Let's see what the translation reads. The NLT reads, this is what Yahweh says. Cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans, who rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from Yahweh. That's cold. NIV. Cursed is the one who trusts in man, who draws strength from mere flesh, and whose heart turn away from Yahweh. Yep. NET. Yahweh says, I will put a curse on people who trust in mere human beings. Ooh. Who depends on mere flesh and blood for their strength, and whose hearts have turned away from Yahweh. That's it, man. Man, that's cold. Hey, so Lord was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of great millstone, who will teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you accept it or not. And the sincere salutations to all the Akim believing this truth and pushing this truth at the four winds of the earth, the entire world, sharing link to the host elect. Shalom to the Akwaz who are listening learning. If you sister listening who are tuning in, may Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of Alexa be upon your houses. Till next time I say shalom.